Streaming from the 22 News Broadcast Center. This is 22 News at 4 p.m. Digital Edition.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for 22 News at 4. I'm Nick Oreska. We'll get to your top 4 stories at 4 in just a bit, but first we have some severe storms rolling through the area capable of causing some damage. Let's bring in 22 News Storm Team meteorologist Brian Lapis right now. We got some storms in western Massachusetts causing a bit of traffic out there.
Yeah, that's for sure. Heavy rainfall, even some small hail. That will certainly complicate your afternoon commute. Let's take a look at the traffic map, and you can see right now, interestingly enough, most of the area is moving along fine. You know, the Mass Pike is looking pretty good, although you get west of Westfield and especially eastbound here on the Mass Pike, slower going, probably because of limited visibility with strong thunderstorms there. We've also got some heavier strong thunderstorms right now over the Holyoke area, and you can see I-91 north and southbound running a little bit slower as well. So with these storms moving through the area this afternoon, give yourself a little bit of extra time. It's going to limit your visibility. There may be some puddling and ponding on roadways. The good news is that this wave that's moving through this afternoon should be just about it. There may be one last secondary wave early this evening, but otherwise I expect that this will be the only round of strong to severe thunderstorms. There have been some severe thunderstorm warnings, primarily for wind gusts and for larger hail. So again, if you're watching this and you've got people outside, bring them inside just to be on the safe side. You can see there are a few scattered showers back off to the west. So the good news here is that actually tomorrow and Friday are trending a little drier. We'll show you with our 22 News Storm Team Skycast.
More than 100 people are awaiting charges after being arrested at UMass Amherst last night during a pro-Palestinian encampment. According to the clerk at Eastern Hampshire County District Court, a statewide judges conference will limit their ability to arraign those arrested until at least Monday. Their charges range from trespassing to vandalism. In addition to legal ramifications, violations of the UMass Student Code of Conduct could also result in suspension, expulsion, or housing removal. Our coverage continues on the recent arrest tonight, starting at 5 o'clock.
This arrest represents hope. It also represents that we do not forget. It is our mission to seek justice for you.
An arrest has been made in a sexual assault case that's more than 2 decades old. Hampton DA Anthony Gallooni announcing the arrest of this man, 48-year-old Jamie Dodge, using advanced DNA technology. His identity was confirmed after Gallooni sent recovered DNA to a genetic genealogy lab. Dodge was arraigned in Hamden District Court today with rape and kidnapping charges. He is currently being held on a $250,000 cash bond and is scheduled to be back in court on July 11th. A suspended Agawam police officer pled guilty to fraud in connection to collecting workers' compensation while employed as a Connecticut correctional officer. 56-year-old Matthew Hubbard collected over $86,000 in medical benefits during his time in Connecticut, but still worked at the Agawam Police Department and as a real estate agent. In order to receive benefits in Connecticut, the recipient cannot work, and any income beyond benefits should be reported. He faces 2 years of probation and will have to pay restitution, which will be determined at a later date. Turning now to 2 people who were taken to the hospital after a one-car crash in Springfield last night. It happened near Bay and Tapley Street around 10:25 last night, Tuesday night. Springfield Police spokesman Ryan Walsh told 22 News 2 men, a driver and a pedestrian, were taken to Bay State Medical Center with serious injuries. The Springfield Police Traffic Unit is now investigating. We got some rain, we got some lightning, wind, hail, all of the above going on right now in western Massachusetts. Brian, what's the latest?
Yeah, we were talking earlier. This is kind of our first wave of severe thunderstorms here for the spring. Hopefully it will be few and far between this season. But the good news here, I think, if there was any good news from an afternoon of strong thunderstorm, is that most of this is out of here, we expect, by 5 or 6 o'clock this evening. There may be a lingering shower, especially north, through about 8 o'clock tonight. But then there's actually some drying. I'm going to call it variable clouds here overnight tonight, areas of fog. And right now, most of the day tomorrow, and most of the day on Friday are looking dry. Cloudy, the chance for an occasional light shower here tomorrow, but most of the moisture's moving to the south. The forecast rain has shifted much farther south. That keeps us with a mostly dry day here tomorrow. Of course, we'll talk about the upcoming Mother's Day weekend weather on 22 News at 5.
Trending today, some exciting news for Madison Curbelo fans. She's moving on to the next round of NBC's The Voice. The Westfield native, now among the top 9 singers competing to win it all. You can continue following Madison's journey on The Voice next Monday night right here on 22 News. Fans from the U.S. are following Taylor Swift to Europe after finding her tickets a little bit cheaper in that country. Swift starts her 18-city leg European tour tomorrow night. The arena in Paris, where she is performing, says Americans bought 20% of those tickets. Some fans say they justify the expense after noticing that tighter restrictions on ticket fees and resales in Europe made flying overseas to see Swift no more costly and potentially cheaper than catching her closer to home. Now for a look at what we're working on for 22 News starting at 5 tonight. ACLU responds to the encampments at UMass Amherst last night. Find out why they are criticizing the university. And we will take a look into the city of Springfield, those plans to sell the Lincoln Hall property. Plus, a weather alert continues this evening. The latest with the 22 News Storm Team forecast. Brian.
And the weather is slowing down traffic a little bit. Notice slower going northbound and actually southbound on I-91 in Holyoke, not far from the mall and the Mount Tom area there. And also we've got slower than average traffic now on the Pike eastbound in the area of Russell and Blandford. There will be some occasional heavy downpours here into the early evening hours, so just give yourself a little bit of extra time to get to your destination. Drier weather tomorrow and Friday, at least that's what the forecast is telling us. We'll talk about it in greater detail, and of course Mother's Day weekend on 22 News at 5.
So a lot going on. Be sure to join us for 22 News starting at 5 tonight. Thank you for joining us this afternoon for 22 News at 4. You can get all your local news and weather updates anytime on our website and on the free 22 News mobile app.